All right, my friends, you need to stop using the car analogy for Nvidia. Let me tell you why. So guys, everybody keeps telling me it's a Ferrari, it's a Bentley, it's a freaking Lamborghini. No, guys, it's not. It's not. And you want to know why? I'll tell you why. Lamborghini, Ferrari, Bentley, all them other sports cars, they're not going to remove half the damn engine, fill it with foam or fakeness that only works on certain tracks, and you have to trade it in every freaking 2 years because it loses power when the new ones come out. Quit using that analogy, man. Like, maybe that was the case back on the 10 series, but since the 20 series, Nvidia has moved further and further and further into fakeness. Their newest update, oh my gosh, with DLSS4, are you kidding me? Now they're going to give you fake VRAM? Really? Now it's going to be fake VRAM? Oh my gosh. It's only going to work on specific games that are programmed for it to work on. It's not going to work on everything. It's going to work on specific games. Nvidia doesn't care about the people that bought their cards before. They only care about the forward people. So yes, maybe a few games will come out and it will have neural rendering or whatever the freak they're calling this. Guys, you need to stop. Stop coming to my channel with your little Nvidia fanboyness. I am 100% perfectly happy with my AMD experience. I love the fact that I've got 24 gigs of VRAM. I love the fact that my card freaking trades blows with a 4080 Super. I love that it even gets close to a 4090 sometimes. Call of Duty. Now, if you're gonna keep coming here with these like wild, ridiculous claims that Nvidia cards are like the sports card, no, they're not. No, they're not. Look, guys, and I really mean this with the most sincereness of my heart and like respect to all of you, because we're all gamers and we all want basically the same thing. We want the best equipment to play our games on. Now, I switched to AMD 17 months ago. I bought my very first AMD card of the 7900 XT, and I was blown away with just how much smoother the gameplay was on everything I like to play, how much better the overall colors looked, and just how much more vibrant and punchy and beautiful that the freaking 3D rendered, everything just, it looked so much better compared to anything that I'd ever experienced on any Nvidia card using DLSS and ray tracing. Look, guys, ray tracing is awesome, but at this point, guys, it's a buggy beta feature that needs. So think about it this way, okay? Ray tracing comes out, 20 series cards, 30 series cards, they do decent on Cyberpunk, right? They did decent, and that was like, dude, the 30 series cards are awesome, they're better. We all bought into that. Then the 40 series comes along and it does a little bit better. And it starts doing path tracing. And you know, I mean, the 30 series actually did path tracing, I think in some ways a little bit better than the 40 series cards. But it was like, okay, now they can do it. So that's a 4-year-old game that finally got updated with the newest generation of Nvidia GPUs. And now we've got the games that are actually coming out that are running with path tracing, and they really didn't even start coming until like what, August of this year? August, what was it? Black Myth Wukong comes out, and then all of a sudden there's a few more, and they all line up like in succession. You know, you've got like Black Myth Wukong, then you've got Outlaws, Star Wars Outlaws, then you got Indiana Jones. I don't know if there was any other ones. I mean, maybe, you know, you got like the Stalker 2, God, no, I don't think Stalker 2 does, but all these games, and then you start to see your performance tank on your 4080s and your 4090s, and like, those cards are supposed to be the beasts, remember? And now they're already starting to go down so that they can sell the new batch of these cards. Guys, Lamborghini, Ferrari, none of those car companies would ever go out of their way to remove essential freaking parts that literally would make that car go. Yeah, it just wouldn't happen. It just wouldn't happen. I mean, if you really think about it, like quit trying to put Nvidia in that league. Nvidia is doing everything in their power to skimp out on the hardware and replace it with software. And While it might work, I mean, that's fine and dandy. Like, it might work and it might perform for a couple of years. It might do whatever, but new algorithms are going to come along. They're not going to be backporting them. They're going to try to move it forward. They can't do that. They just wouldn't be able to. They can't sell you algorithms on a new card and then keep backporting them, because then nobody would buy their cards anymore, because then they would just get more and more efficient. But yeah, anything that they're trying to sell you pretty much sounds like some more snake oil to me, and they're going to charge you for it, for the privilege of being able to guinea pig test it for them while they continue to move it along, while AMD is just consistent. It's been consistent the whole time. Do I get to pay path tracing? No, neither do they. Neither do the Nvidia cards, so it doesn't really matter. Is AMD gonna try to go for the top end this generation? Probably not, but I think my 7900 XTX is actually gonna be pretty damn fine going forward. Like, I don't have any issues with it now, and I've played damn near everything that's come out on it, so I don't know, guys. If you really think that Nvidia is there for your well-being and they're pushing things forward, to me it only sounds like they're pushing their pocketbook forward. To be completely honest with you, neural rendering, really? And we all know that that's like a texture compression thing that's gonna, you know, compress textures, and then they're gonna AI them or something. Or the AI algorithms are gonna use that data and gonna go ahead and punch out. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see how it works. We'll see how it works. But I'm definitely not putting my money out there for that. I would much rather put my money in what's actually... I would much rather go with an AMD GPU right now. At least right now. It just seems like Nvidia is pushing things forward with AI. It's like they don't even care about gamers anymore. Like the 4090 or the 5090 would probably be an awesome card, because that's going to have the full freaking power of that. You know, it's going to have the hardware and the freaking software. So that card, yeah, I can understand that. Like, if you've got the money and you can do it, swing a 5090, go right ahead. But anything under that, I just do not think that those cards are going to be worth your time, effort, money, anything. But I guess, you know, the only thing that saves Nvidia is the fact that the resale value is so high. So you could buy and then sell and then buy, and you do whatever you want to do. Do whatever you want to do. Me personally, I'm happy with AMD, and I'm going to keep being happy with AMD, and I'm going to keep promoting AMD, because I feel like it's the better, I feel like it's a much better overall experience for gamers, especially new gamers that are coming from console into PC. I would much rather than buy AMD, because then they're actually going to have a pretty stable experience. A pretty stable experience. Now, every Nvidia card that I bought, there's always a stutter struggle. There's always the issues with that. There's always the VRAM. There's always something. There's always something. Having to turn off DSC on your monitor. There's always something that prevents you from fully enjoying your Nvidia experience, because you have to jump through some hoop. The stars have got to line up right. I don't like it. It's not for me. I don't have the time or the patience to sit and deal with Nvidia and their nonsense. I don't. Like, I want to be able to play my games the way I want to play my games. And unfortunately, ray tracing is not something that is that big of a deal for me at this point in time in gaming. So yeah, please stop using the car analogy to spout that nonsense about Nvidia. If you like this content, do not forget to like and subscribe. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think. Let me hear your car analogies, bro. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.